Good morning, it's Tony Hayes from Paranormal Investigation UK. Today's date is the 14th of April 2022. This is a comparison audio from Somerset Paranormal reference Penny Wallace. The top one, I've not actually reviewed this audio yet, and it's incredibly noisy. We will have it's about 30 something seconds long, actually a bit longer than that, 1 minute 32, and I found it strange. So what I've actually asked for is a sample of just the recorder playing, which is in the second one, and looking at it is a massive, huge difference. I've asked for the sample to be done mainly because I've done it. This is what I call EVP 9, and the previous ones where they've been taken around this church area. There's a huge amount of background interference. Now, you will get some degree of noise, particularly if it's windy, but it's very distinctive. The easiest way to address that problem is by putting the digital recorder into a sock, that type of thing. But what he didn't do is account for the strange audio that came with it. It's almost as if something was running in the background, to the point where I was beginning to suspect it was amplified, which Penny Wallace assured me it hadn't been. So let's have a quick listen to this. I'm just going to press solo so we actually hear the top track.
Session 2 on the porch.
One of the things I noticed is this sound. It's almost as if it's in like a robotic bucket sort of a sound.
Session 2 on the porch. Session 2.
Which is strange. And what it sounds like is, because I had a quick look at this a couple of days ago. That's the reason I got in touch with Penny to see if we can establish what on earth was going on. Had there been some filters turned on the recorder, or that type of thing, something wrong with the microphone. Clearly there's nothing wrong with either, because the sample doesn't have that in there. So let's just go to average in this.
Session 2 on the porch. Session 2 on the porch.
This here is a big peak of 200 Hertz. Okay, it shouldn't be there.
Session 2 on the porch.
There's also a huge amount, around about 4 to 4.5, maybe, yeah, but about 4.5 thousand to 5,000 Hertz. This is miles away from speech. This peak here is incredibly unusual, 200 Hertz, and I'll give you an example of that. Great source of information is YouTube, because there's always somebody that's gone and recorded 200 Hertz, and you'll see what I mean by this. It's almost like a cine wave of frequency. So what you're going to hear now is let's try that one.
The ancient Egyptians and
blaming advertisements. No, it's not. There we are. That's 200 Hertz. In pure 200 Hertz, that is.
Session 2 on the porch. Session 2 on the porch.
Okay, obviously it's constant. Same again.
Session 2 on the porch.
So which is this here? We've also got some other frequencies. Now the other bit I'm also interested in is where Penny's not actually talking. So let's just take that off loop and let's have a listen. Okay, Penny is certainly not speaking in there. And what you got there is frequency from all the way down from 0 Hertz. We're now into the infrasound waveband, all the way through with a big peak there. That should not be there. I've never seen anything like this before. It's almost as if from 0 Hertz all the way through to about 6,000 or 7,000 Hertz, this frequency all the way through. It's almost as if you've gone into a busy traffic in like London, where there's cars going past, there's people talking, there's sound bouncing off buildings, and you get this what they call background sound. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I've got a sample of street sound. Let's pop that there. Going to the library. No. Yeah, I thought I had a street sound somewhere. Try talking. Ah, I know why. That's why. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that might be a bit loud. I can turn these down. Okay. Just shut these tracks slightly. But you get the idea. So what I'm actually going to do, we'll turn this down quite a lot because I need to get a similar sort of volume. Is the bottom one. You'll see what I mean. So you get this constant sound. This is going from about 200 Hertz all the way through to 4. Turn it up. Which isn't that much different to that.
It's me touching the bench.
So that was what was causing confusion. I'm just going to get rid of this street sound now. Okay. So the first one that is what we call the EVP9. That's the one that has got these weird sounds that's occurring within it. So as you can see there, where you use the street sample, okay, it's New York City. This is in the middle of the countryside there. And what Penny said, she could hear a cow at some point in the distance. That's what she's listening to with her ears. This one is not a farmyard. There's something else going on there, which is what is strange. So are we dealing with some sort of residual audio file? Because the area that she's done by this church, when the recorder is placed there, it seems to be reacting differently to what it would be when she just uses exactly the same recorder and takes a, how long is this one? It's 21 seconds of audio. So let's switch now back, so not switch back, but switch to the silence. This is the same recorder that recorded a couple of days later in a house. That's a washing machine, dishwasher, that type of thing. Which is what I'd expect in a house. She did say it was impossible to get a completely silent audio track, but certainly if we take that small area there, let's clean that out. Yeah, that's a dishwasher, electric oven, washing machine, dryer, that type of stuff. That will pick up. It can be in, you know, you can be recording this in the bedroom, and that could be in on the kitchen. You'll rest assured the recorder will pick it up. I've dealt with thousands of audios because predominantly I deal with audio that's been recorded in the house. So I have heard all sorts of strange things, and that's one of them. So there'll be some sort of electrical device turned on. Well, that is completely different. Let's have another quick listen again. This is the silence to when Penny recorded near a church in really the middle of nowhere.
Just me touching the bench. Just me touching the bench.
Oh, we're only running across. I haven't got an explanation for that. So I'll put this onto you. It might be handy for anybody that's experiencing this type of audio problem, because the recorder doesn't lie. It's not selective. It will record everything it can hear. That's presuming that it's coming in as a listenable piece of audio. If it's similar to an EVP, this is some sort of residual sound that gets transmitted and embedded onto the hard drive of the recorder, is a completely different thing. I would have expected Penny, who put the recorder into the church archway, would have tagged it. And what I mean by that, if you suddenly hear an aircraft going over or car passing, you'll normally say aircraft, car. It gives you a good clue then what to start looking for. So this hasn't happened, and I would expect Penny to have heard this racket. It's almost like a street. It's only a bit lower than the streets of New York. So if anyone's got an explanation for that one, I really am all ears. So, right, okay, that's all. Burn that down now. Recontact Penny, get some thoughts from her, and I'll see you on the next movie. Bye.